Oh no, oh no, oh no. Alright, I think we're good. Today, I have a very special ship, and you can't see it in the reflection of the visor, and I'm happy about that. But here she is, the RSI Perseus. So we're out here on the moon of Daymar to do this review, and this first look at the RSI Perseus, and man, she is a behemoth. Although, I will say, I remember in one of the screenshot photos, I'll show you right here, that first turret up there said number 8. That says 01, so we'll see. I don't know what skins there are yet for it. I'll have to wait for I'll have to wait for IAE tomorrow to know what skins there are for the Perseus. But man, she is a beautiful, beautiful ship. I mean, just look at that. Apparently some people say they've done a little too much to the outside. I think it's perfect. So let's just go on in here and take a look around, you know. I have only been inside the ship enough to take her out and get her to the planet side. That's all I've done. So, but as you can see, here we are in the cargo bay. They took off that nice that center railing. I did not like that. I like how they made more space. So now you can put more cargo in here potentially. But with that being said, here's the torpedo room. I'm not too sure how this works. Like, you have to like manually load them into here, or are they on like a conveyor system where they'll? I think they're on a conveyor where they'll kind of slide down. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And then it looks like you can even just kind of load them here into this back rack for storage, and then yeah, up here on like a conveyor to be fired. But man, these are some big torpedoes when you get to look at them closely. Oh, there's the second deck up there. Not sure what's going on up there, but we'll see. Alright, over here we have a nice little control panel that you can't actually use, but it looks cool anyway. Alright, we head back here. We have components. Component system, battery. Okay, that's the battery for the ship. Here's our grav gen, which doesn't exist. Alright, we head towards the back, and this is how you access the lower turret. We'll get in them at the end of the video, but that's where you access the lower turret. And then we come forward on the vessel, and again you have the torpedo bays, and that's it for the lower deck. I do like these nice big windows here. They look beautiful. Anyway, we're gonna head up here to the second deck. And this is what I mean. You have this nice catwalk that you can go all the way around on. And this will activate that. So you have a way to activate it from inside the vessel on 3 different levels. And we're gonna head towards the front turret on the ship. So here we have the escape pods of obviously still hand access. Torpedo Bay 1 with an engineering terminal. Okay. And then Torpedo Bay 2, or sorry, Torpedo Bay 2 with a control system. Let's see here. Is there anywhere that I can flip a switch? Power. And then use. Interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, cycle missiles. But now, okay. So yeah, you do gotta load each missile manually. That's interesting. Actually, let's head back down there and see what we can do. Actually, we'll do it at the end of the video. But you do have to fire the missiles through there, and here is our front turret. So it looks pretty good so far. We're gonna head to the back of the ship. This way. Anything over here of importance? A fire extinguisher and is this an elevator? It looks like it might have Or it looks like it should be, but it's not. Anyway, we head back here for more escape pods. The main elevator, and then over here we have the mess hall. Just from here, I like it more than the Polaris. Just from this look. Wow. Look at that. Little storage shelves. This is a fridge. Oh, and it works. That is crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but, you know, I like it. I like how they put the little arrows here on the table. So, like, hey, go that way. So, you know, you get your tray from here, a plate right there. I thought I saw something. Anyway. And then you come over here. Traditional microwave. You get whatever you're going to get from here. Here's your, I think, drink station. And then, what does that say? Serial number, signed B. Curtis. So Curtis. B. Curtis made this vessel. Or at least worked on this part of the vessel. Cup holders, and then garbage. And then, after you do that, you can come over here and sit down right here on this chair with your friends, you know how it is. Alright, you can get up. You know, this is actually pretty cool. I like this area. Oh, I mean, look at these. I know the Polaris had some couches, but I'm gonna be honest, I think the Perseus takes the cake here. I just like how it's situated. I like how it's not all just gray like it is in the Polaris. You have the blue accenting on things. I might have to change my armor here from red to blue to match the color of the Perseus here. So, anyway, we continue to move here. We have some more screens so the crew can monitor while eating lunch. We have some benches here so you can sit down while you're playing a game of pool. And this chair just makes the cake. I love how the RSI logo looks. I love how that got the plants in there. It really brings some life to the ship. Not a gun rack? Says no appropriate item. Interesting. I wonder what goes here. That's super interesting. I wonder if you could start putting decorations in, because, like, yeah, we'll have to test it out, because that's kind of cool. Anyway, we're going to head across to the crew quarters. And again, it just takes the cake over the Polaris. But I have to see. What is the auxiliary lighting? And gorgeous. Gorgeous. And the emergency lighting? Unlike the Polaris, where the lights kind of just stay flat in your crew quarters, they actually do flash and stuff in here. So we're gonna go back to full lighting. But you got these nice top bunks. I got your stuff. You got your storage lockers here. Can hold 1200K. Pretty good for how small these storage lockers are. You got a bench, 2 benches. All right, and in here, so. Pretty good bathroom. Helmet glitch is still a thing, but I feel like there's more space in here actually. Anyway, we're gonna continue on. And oh, the armory. You know, this is where you put your guns and everything, you know, so you don't hurt nobody by accident. Like this here's like crew member 1's gun rack. I'm going to take my guns because I'm not a crew member aboard the ship. I'm the captain. So I'm going to take my guns. And we'll grab that one. Alright, perfect. More armor racks. And then that's the end of the... Some people didn't like this, I've heard. Because apparently there was a leak. But some people didn't like where that's positioned. I'm okay with it. And then in here is engineering. So that's nice. Alright, so we're going to go up another deck. We'll take the access elevator. Now, I'm curious to see how fast it is, because in the Polaris, this thing was just god-awful slow. And you know what? I can work with that. That was pretty good. So, oh, I like how there's this little window here, so you can see outside, even though on a big deck. And it kind of shows you the armor, how thick the armor is on this vessel. So that's the bridge that way. More escape pods. Oh, here's my quarters. Whew. Another window. Nice bench there. Oh, plenty of space to put the little knickknacks. Oh, what's this? Scan code. You know, I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna scan the barcode there. See if it comes up with anything. I couldn't get it to come up with anything, but if you guys can, that's cool. Leave down in the comment section. See what it. Yeah, you know what? Like, I really wish I could. I'm gonna download a barcode scanner. I'm gonna download a barcode scanner for this, just for you guys. Show you how much I care. I wish it would have made a QR code. Cause like, yeah, I could do that easily. But okay, get started. Continue. All right, swipe right to scan barcodes. Scan barcode. All right, let's see here. Not coming up with anything. Alright, well, I guess it's useless. But it's pretty cool to have it in there. Access point for something. Alright. Our own suit locker. Nice, nice. Here is our own bathroom. Be honest, I think the crew has it better than we do. Up in here. Alright, well, that's okay. They don't get their own personal gun rack. So that's fine by me. Alright, so this goes here. And this I'm going to keep on me because at the end of the video. Anyway, same bed and a little bit more. And then the locker there. Now this looks cool. Alright. Not quite sure. There we are. So now we're here at our desk. Got a place to put knickknacks there. A little office window. And then we can keep an eye on, where is it? So this is right outside the bridge. Okay. Also turn the lights on, off, and lock the door from here. I wish you could kind of turn this camera to other places, but I digress. So retract the chair here. But yeah, I believe that's gonna be right outside. Right here, yeah. So right outside the office, so you can see who's in there. Okay, I wonder, can I see the camera? Is that it right there? I think that's it. Yeah, that's the camera. Okay, pretty cool. Anyway, now we're gonna head up to the bridge. And whew, man, I like it up here. Man, that is honestly be kind of cool if this was your pilot seat, but I know this one comes to the middle. But I mean, just look at your visibility. You can easily see down on the sides of the ship there. We got dust right now blowing on the ship. When we come this way, we can see the same thing from the other side. You can easily see the entire ship. It's great. So before we take off, we're gonna go down and we're gonna go to the torpedo room, and see if we can load a torpedo. Because we did fire one from each side, so if that's there, like, I'm a little confused. Oh, so it did, it auto-loaded. Did it? Do I have to be like, boom, boom? I'm a little confused. I'm more than a little confused. I'm a lot confused. Oh no, that's what it did. Yes. Okay. Now I get it. Or do I get it? I am so confused on how this firing mechanism works. But I think there's the tube back there. And it just carries the torpedo round and round on this conveyor belt. Okay. Okay. I think I get it now. I do like how there's also a lot of ways up and down on board this vessel, so let's just climb back up here to the top, which can be quicker than taking the elevator, actually. So let's just get up here to the top. Warning, interior airlock. I did not know this was it. Hold up. Hold up. Here, you. What? What? You can. What? I'm honestly left speechless. Caution danger. They actually give you an access point to go ahead and walk around on the outside of the ship. What? Okay, that's crazy cool. Like, yeah. Sorry, I'm left speechless. I am left speechless. I really am. Because that's when you kind of like go like this, right? And then you pull up the Alt F, the actions menu, and this is when you go to your emote, and I believe there's a way to set. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I am so happy I found that. I am so happy I found that exterior access point. That was great. Oh, I gotta print the screen for that. Because, ooh, man, that right there was great. Alright, so. No, yes. Yes. Are you wondering what I'm thinking about? How amazing to have found that. That is just like, okay, although I am a little curious, real quick. Why is that rusty? Like all of this ship is clean. But that's rusty. What does that say? Alright, what does that say right there? Danger something. We'll go up here to find it. Alright, what does that say? Danger extreme heat. But why is it rusty? I guess that's the fuel port right there too. Wow, the fact that they included that is amazing. Subsystem something. Okay. I mean, look at that. That is. I'm going to continue to say how cool that is. And you can come out here to the turret. I guess you got to do turret maintenance. You gotta do it from the outside of the ship. Just simply due to the size of the turret. Alright, we're just gonna crawl underneath the turret here like Spider-Man. Alright. But yeah, wow. Turret is massive, man. Massive. Alright, well, let's get inside and say we shoot this thing, right? I am so happy I was just looking and happened to. Oh no. Wrong door button. We'll close the outside access door. We'll close the inside access. Alright. Let's take flight. Shall we? And I will let you guys hear what the ship sounds like. Here we go. Oh, sorry, ship shut down. We are going to do a quick close off. We can. Engine on, power off. Open, close exterior. Alright. Now, I'll be honest, she kind of sucks when it comes to using her bottom thrusters to aim out. So, like, she can barely drop her game. Look at those engines. We just blast across the environment. Oh yeah, by the way, the pilot does have control of that top ballistic turret. Whatever, we got a little bit. We suffered a little bit of damage. I may be the first player now to have damaged Polaris. All right, well that's cool. We are gonna let her sit right here in the air, and then I'm gonna go out to that turret. Right, that's the captain's quarters. I'm so used to getting off the Polaris's bridge that I don't remember this is the Perseus and not the Polaris. I thought they implemented the ladder system. Well, that's fine. We'll slide down. And because the bottom turret and top turret are basically the same turret, I'm just gonna go to the top turret here because that one's gonna have the best firing angles and arc. So just right up there. Very small ship per se compared to the Polaris, and that's why the Polaris and the Perseus, they don't really stack up because they're not meant to. Like realistically. Or just like any gun animation getting up here. They're not meant to. You know, this is a subcap, and I love it. So we have 2,133 rounds of ballistic size 3 ammunition, which will come in handy. Now we have the RSI Medusa cannon. Look how good that looks. Bam. Bam. See if I can catch this in. Oh, wait. See if I can catch this when I do like a screenshot. And obviously you gotta do it with the cannons up because where the cannon's like full broadside, just like that. Well, with that being said, that is the RSI Polaris. When you are in nav mode, you do get a top speed of 1,050. When you are in SCM, I believe you get a top speed of about 250. So, not fast ship, but she is massive. So, there is that, which I do have to remember. And but other than that, I love this ship. And I will not be getting rid of her anytime soon. In fact, I will probably be doing a short film on board of the Perseus. It will come out after IAE at some point because IAE it's going to be a lot of players in that free fly event, and it's going to lag the server. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the first look of the RSI Perseus. And I will see you in the next one.